What's up, guys? I guess this is like day 2 of the hurricane vlogs. To give a little update, like I'm going to the bank right now, and sorry about that. I have this on the wrong hand. Let's do it like that. So I'm going to the bank right now while I still can, while we still have power, because the hurricane's not here just yet. So I guess a little bit of an update. The hurricane actually slowed down. Which, I mean, I saw it this morning. It slowed down. The movement is going at 13 miles per hour. And like I spoke with my parents this morning. My parents evacuated. Because they're in Hollywood. That's where they live, which is really close by the water in Florida, on the East Coast. So that's in Broward County. It's little north of Miami, and so they evacuated. They called me this morning that they evacuated to Georgia. So I'm kind of relieved that they evacuated and they're going to be in Georgia. So when I spoke with them this morning, I actually talked to them about, because the hurricane shifted, and the hurricane is actually going to hit directly over here. Initially it wasn't. It was going to go straight through the middle of Florida, but because it slowed down, it shifted overnight. It slowed down overnight, and it's going to hit directly here on Sunday or Saturday night, Sunday morning. When I spoke to them, I told them, look, that there's two things that could happen if the hurricane slows down. Because for those of you who aren't aware, the Florida Straits is basically where the hurricane is right now. What the Florida Straits are, it's a very, very strong current that's in between of Florida and Cuba. In the Florida Straits, I'm stuck behind a garbage truck because they're doing a whole bunch of emergency garbage collecting right now. So the whole thing with the Florida Straits is that it's very warm waters, and because it's very warm waters, the hurricane has a potential to intensify. And also because it's a strong current, it has the potential to turn. Oh man, somebody's gonna get into an accident right here. Okay, good. So it has a potential to turn. So because it had slowed down, we were looking at two possibilities. One, it would turn and not hit us, or two, it would turn and hit us directly. Well, it turned and it's hitting us directly, which it sucks. The other thing too is that the latest update came out, and as of right now the hurricane is a category 4, but it's forecast to right before it comes and makes landfall, it's going to turn into a category 5 again. This hurricane it's not playing around. It's going to be really bad here. It's going to be really bad. I've been through a category 5 hurricane before, which was Hurricane Andrew. And Andrew was the most devastating hurricane to have ever hit Florida since the 1930s. And I remember in Hurricane Andrew, I was 7. It was 92. I remember walking outside. We were walking. For me, it was almost waist deep water, and Hurricane Andrew was considerably a dry hurricane. It was all wind. Hurricane Andrew developed so quickly, we didn't have time to prepare. It was almost like here, where there was nothing to get to prepare for the hurricane. My window in my kitchen had blown out during Hurricane Andrew, and I remember standing in the kitchen watching my parents pick up the kitchen table and frantically putting it onto the window and nailing it to prevent anything else from flying into the house. It was horrendous. We had lost part of our roof. There were sections in Kendall, specifically a place called Country Walk, that was completely leveled. Completely. After that, they had to up the building codes and make the housing safer. They had to make sure all the roofs were up to code and whatnot. 2004, Hurricane Charlie came over here in this area and devastated this area where I'm living now. Hurricane Charlie, it demolished everything. And then again, after that, they had to up the building code over here to make all the buildings safer. 2005 or 2006? I don't even remember. Hurricane Wilma. When Hurricane Wilma passed by in Florida, because of how much damage it did, they had to replace a ton of roofs on houses, and again, once again, up the building code to make it safer for future hurricanes. So now it's 2017. We're getting a Category 5 hurricane. We have not had a Category 5 hurricane since 1992 for Hurricane Andrew. So it's really bad. It's very bad. So anyways, I'm on my way to the bank. I gotta get some money out because we're gonna need some money, and I don't know. Anyways, I'll be back. All right, so I just left the bank, and I don't know why. Like I want a burger. Cause damn it, man, I just do. Like, I don't care, burger from McDonald's, Burger King, I just want a freaking burger. I guess it's kind of like the stress and whatnot. Like, I have a massive headache. I've had this headache for like past 2 days. My wife wants to go to my aunt's house tonight, and I'm saying let's wait until tomorrow. We can go tomorrow afternoon, drop off the kids, and then come back, do whatever we have to do before the storm hits at night. She doesn't know that it's going to turn into a Category 5 again. I haven't told her, because I think it'll just stress her out more. You know, it's like as I've been driving, like going to the bank, there's a whole ton of houses that don't have they don't have any plywood on their windows. So our house is not the only one, and it's because like it wasn't supposed to come here, so they didn't stock up. I just got a warning that for the hurricane. So as I was saying, because it cut off the video when I was doing that. So as I was saying, like we didn't get a warning for anything, and or not that we didn't get a warning for anything. Like they didn't stock up on plywood or anything because it wasn't supposed to come here. So like I'm seeing all these businesses, all these houses, no plywood. I saw one house that did have plywood, and on the plywood it said hope, and then another house said Irma, go away. And then I saw another one with, I guess, a half-naked Steven Tyler on it. People are weird, man. People are really weird. I guess they're having some fun with it as much as they can. But like, I don't know if you can see the buildings. Like the buildings have nothing to protect themselves with, because there's nothing. There's nothing. You'll see a bunch of houses, like as I drive by, you'll see a bunch of houses that there's nothing to protect the windows, nothing to protect the houses. So our house is definitely not the only one. It's just that, you know, it's just that bad. Supplies were that scarce. If I can't get a burger, I'll settle for tacos. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. I'm gonna see what they got. I know, random. Yeah, I know. But damn it, man. For all I know, this Taco Bell could be leveled by the time the hurricane's done. So I want a taco. Like, activate mission taco. But like, you can see the houses are, you know, if you can see them as I'm passing by, Like there's nothing. There's nothing to protect them. Some houses have absolutely nothing. See, you see a bunch of exposed windows. And then the people who did get plywood or get anything, like, they've only partially covered the windows. Like, I guess they picked their favorite spot to cover them. So that's what they did. They covered the windows as best as they could. Some people were lucky and they got stuff to protect the windows. But most houses around here actually didn't get anything. You know, this house, they have shutters, which is awesome for them. Some houses, like this house right here that we're passing by, which you probably won't see because of the cars, maybe you can. That blue house right there that just passed by, that's gonna be gone. Like I can already tell you, just because of the construction of the house. It's like almost like a trailer kind of house. It's gonna be gone. That house has freaking sheetrock on it. Oh man. Alright, I'll be back. I want some tacos, man. So I drove past Taco Bell, and the line there is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I'm over here. I went to McDonald's. I think my aunt is working, I'm not sure. If not, then she's probably home already. But the line here is crazy too, so I'm just gonna go inside. Anyways, guys, I guess I'll be back again.